Okay, how to access the where used function in part tracker. Open up part tracker, start in developer mode and enter customization mode. Okay. Now what I've determined is that the where used is a sub function or sub form of part entry / part tracker. They both use the same base form, so generally speaking, if part entry has a function, part tracker has a function too. So the first thing we need to do is we need to create our click handler for our context call. So this is going to be the function where we're going to execute our where used. So I'm just going to declare a private function. Okay, and I'm going to say object sender. Oops, sorry. Object sender. And in here, I'm going to just return null because I don't need to return anything. And then I'm going to actually run the code, which is actually fairly simple. It's register. My bad. Sorry. It is otrans where used, and basically it takes just an object as a parameter, and it is not even used within the function. So you can just pass it sender. Okay, so let's make sure that compiles. Now in initialize custom code, we're going to register a new event handler for our context handler. Sorry, a new context handler for our part number. So you're gonna say register context handler, and now you gotta tell it which data view and which field, what you want it to say. So maybe, and we're gonna say C for custom, just because it's nice to know what is custom and what is not. And then you need to tell it which function to use for that. And that is basically the extent of it. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot the context handler has 2 arguments in here. Sorry, it's been a little bit since I've used this. So now I don't have any real in this database. It's a test database. I don't have a lot of parts that are used anywhere, but this will work. So where used, save. Okay. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and open up part tracker with my where used customization. And if I plug in a part number, I should see my where used. Now it's gonna say there's nowhere used for this part, but that's okay. That should work. Alright.